should I? Okay. Oh, they're not going to all fit in frame, are they? Yeah, they are. Oh. God, okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep. Oy. Now that I do this, I'm going to get more in the mail. That's what's going to happen. Hey guys, I have a book haul. I need to stop. And I will. I'm stopping. But I accumulated 18 books. So I have a couple from publishers. I have a couple that were sent to me as gifts, which are so nice. I have book of the month, and then I have random books that I just picked up. So everything's fine. Ooh, but I've got to stop purchasing. I've got to stop. All right, we're just going to get into it. So first one was sent to me from Knopf, which was super, super nice. And that is Fade Away. This is by E.B. Vickers. This actually just recently came out on March 23rd, so it is available now. This is a young adult book that follows a basketball star. He just helped lead his team to the state championships and won. And the next morning, he is gone. Just completely disappeared. No one knows where he is. And you're following the story from different perspectives of the people who are closest to him. We have perspectives from his family, from his best friend, from his ex-girlfriend who's still in love with him, just people who are very close to him, and none of them know where he is either. So you're getting the story from their perspectives and they're trying to piece together exactly what happened to him. So yeah, but I'm excited about this one. Okay, so this one comes out March 30th, so it's already available as well. This is The Savage Instinct by M.M. DeLuca. This was sent to me from Inkshares Press, so thank you very much, Inkshares. So this follows a woman. It's set in the 1800s. She was sent to an insane asylum for whatever reason. Not quite sure how she got there, but she goes there, serves her time there, and is released. And she is struggling to find her footing, basically, coming out of that type of environment. She ends up meeting and finding solace in Mary Ann Cotton, who was a real person, and she was the first female serial killer on record, I believe, and she lived in England. And so you follow our main character meeting Mary and building a friendship with her, from what I'm understanding. And I thought this was really interesting when I was contacted about this, because I know who Mary Ann Cotton is. She was accused of poisoning husbands and children, multiple. She was kind of dubbed the first female serial killer on record in the 1800s in England. So I thought that sounded pretty interesting. This next one, you guys, was a gift, and I was not expecting this at all, and I was so shocked when it showed up. This one has been on my mind for a little bit recently because Audrey from Chapter and Converse just read this book, and she was obsessed with it, and I was like, ugh, do I need to read that now? And I really want to. And that is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. This was so, so kindly sent to me from Jackie from Evil Queen Books, who has a BookTube channel, so I will leave her link down below. Make sure you go check her out. So Jackie, thank you so much. This came at a time when I really needed I needed to pick me up, and this definitely picked me up. So thank you, Jackie. Okay. This has been marketed as the Greek Gods versus Hunger Games, or Greek Gods meets Hunger Games. So this is told in a present day setting, but there's Greek gods. They are here, they are around. And I guess every so often there's some sort of game or competition that's kind of like the Hunger Games where they have to compete and fight to the death, from what I'm understanding. I don't want to read the full synopsis. I want to kind of go into this just kind of knowing that. And our main character's name is Laura, and she's part of this. And I believe she's like a Medusa. I think she's Medusa, or a descendant of Medusa, maybe. Possibly something like that. Yeah. So Alexandra Bracken is interesting because I did read a book from her and I didn't really like it. I read Passenger a few years ago and I didn't like it at all. So I wasn't sure if she was going to be an author that I liked, but I haven't read anything else from her either. Like that was the only book I ever read. So I'm willing to give her another shot. This one definitely, of all the books that she has, sounds the most interesting to me. So I definitely, I'm going to have high hopes going into this one that I'm going to really enjoy it. So again, Jackie, thank you. Thank you. This next one was also a very sweet gift from Emily. So Emily, thank you so much. Again, came at a time where I was having a little bit of a struggle, and this came and it was just like, oh gosh, you guys, the timing was uncanny. Just crazy. So she sent me Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. Now this is a circus book, which I had heard about this book before, but I didn't know that it was a circus book until fairly recently. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to read this now. But this follows a circus that, will call to you with a siren, and it'll show up sometime after midnight, and it will pretty much kind of try to destroy everybody who comes in contact with it, from what I'm understanding. And there are two boys who are trying to fight everything. So, yeah, that's all I know, and that's all I want to know. But Emily, thank you. Okay, so everything else I purchased, let's talk about both of the month. So for the month of March, I grabbed The Last Apothecary. This is by Sarah Penner. I've heard really good things about this book. It's like a historical fiction, but it's also, I don't know if it has magical realism in it or not. From what I've heard, I'm not sure. But basically, this woman has figured out a way that she can help other women who are in bad situations with men, and figure out how to get rid of them with most likely a poison, and help make it untraceable so that the women don't get in trouble, but it helps get them out of abusive situations, things like that, things they can't get away from. So yeah, that's all I really know, but I've heard good things so far. So I grabbed this one. And I also did an add-on this month, and I grabbed The Push. This is by Ashley Audrain. This one has been getting so much buzz lately. So many people are talking about this book, and I wanted to grab it from Book of the Month, but it was sold out for a while, and I was like, oh man, am I not going to be able to get it? But it came back in stock when I was ready to make my order, so I was very happy about that. I was like keeping an eye on it because I knew I wanted to read it, and I wanted to grab it from Book of the Month if I could, because I had some credits. So I was able to grab this for free, which is really, really nice. This is, I don't fully know. I know it's dark. I know it follows a mother who has a child, like gives birth to a child and struggles with connecting with that child, from what I'm understanding. And I've just heard it's really dark and twisted. So yeah, very intrigued. Okay, this one here was a pre-order that I forgot I did, and then it showed up, and I was like, oh yeah, I pre-ordered that. So this is a reprint of an older book, and that is Small Sacrifices by Anne Rule. They did a reprint of this, and I pre-ordered it because it was up for pre-order on Amazon, so I went ahead and grabbed it. But yeah, this is following, it's a true crime book, which that's what Anne Rule does, and I've been recommended this book quite a bit, especially when I read The Stranger Beside Me by her and loved it so much. I heard to grab this one as well. It's not going to be the same as The Stranger Beside Me, because with that one, it's about Ted Bundy, and she personally knew him. She was friends with him and even had correspondence with him after he was arrested. So that book, to me, I think is going to just remain kind of in its special category. But I do want to read more from Anne Rule, because her friendship with him kind of spurned her fascination with true crime and doing these types of books, and kind of started her career basically. So this one follows Diane Downs, and she was a mother in Oregon. And I believe she shot her children, or she killed her children somehow. There's something on here about shooting, so I'm assuming that maybe that's what happened. But I think it's one of those things where she was trying to be the victim here, and I believe she's the one who actually killed her children, and that comes out. So this is following that case and all that stuff. So yeah, grab this one. Okay, everything else I just picked up randomly. So I picked up The Orphan Train. This is by Christina Baker Klein. This is a book I have never read, but I've heard amazing things about it. So this is a historical fiction, and it follows the real life situation where there was a train that would just get filled with orphans, and they would travel around to try to see how many they could get adopted out. And it happened over and over and over again. And I believe we follow some of the orphans that are on this train and what happens and all that stuff. That's all I know. Hopefully I'm right about that. But yeah, so I grabbed this one. I also picked up Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Can I just look at that? Because I don't know. He is very good looking. Okay. This is a science fiction book, and I don't fully remember the premise of it. I know it's something about a class system, and there's a class system. I think it's set on Mars. I don't know. I heard really good things. So yeah, at some point I would like to probably get into this. I do want to read more sci-fi, but yeah. Okay, this next one, guys. I picked up City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. I know what some of you are saying right now, but Sarah, you hate her. I know, I do. I don't hate her. It's fine. I hated her book, Eat, Pray, Love. I hated that book. But that was nonfiction. This is fiction. So I'm willing to give her another shot here. And I have heard good things about this book. This follows a young woman named Vivian who gets kicked out of college, I believe. And so her mother sends her to live in Manhattan with her aunt who owns a theater. And so she gets thrown into this type of lifestyle, and she's meeting all sorts of very interesting characters and people who are working at this theater and putting on the performances and doing all that. So she gets kind of caught up in that. And I think there's a few scandals that happen, and this is set in the 1940s. So I'm willing to give her another shot as a writer and see what her fiction is like. Yeah. Okay, this next one, I was so excited to find this at a thrift store because it's one that has been on my radar definitely, and that is In a Dream House. This is by Carmen Maria Machado. I have read a short story collection by her that I really, really enjoyed, and so I knew I wanted to read more from her because her writing is fantastic. And this is her memoir of being in an abusive relationship with another woman, and what that looked like, what that entailed. And it's told in a very interesting way. And it's not like normal novel writing. So it's told from different types of things, and like a dream house as something else. So the dream house as the Pool of Tears, dream house as Mrs. Dalloway, dream house as sci-fi thriller. So, and it's kind of told, sometimes like this, little things here, and sometimes it's just a poem right there. So it's told in a different way, and I'm really interested in that. I've also heard really good things about the audiobook because she narrates it, so I've heard that's really good too. So maybe I'll go into it both, like listening and reading at the same time. Maybe that's something I could do. It's not super long. It's actually a pretty short book, but I have heard really amazing things about it. And something I picked up for myself. So okay, full disclosure. I got this from Amazon. I put Amazon links for all the books that I talk about in all of my videos. I put a link to Amazon down below in my description. So that's always going to be a thing. The reason I do that is because I'm a part of the Amazon affiliate program. So basically, if you watch one of my videos, I talk about a book, you want to go and order it, you click on the link in my description. And if you purchase it from that link, then I get a small commission for that. And I'm talking small, guys. It's like not even $1 per book. So it's not huge, right? But it's there. It's there for you guys. And if you want to use it, I always appreciate it. So because of that, when you get a certain amount, I think it's up to $10, then you are given a payment for that. So I chose to do an Amazon gift card because I'm just going to turn around and buy books with it, basically. I was able to get this book with one of my gift cards. It didn't cover the entire thing. I did have to pay a few dollars for it, but it's fine. I think I paid $2 for this, and it's like a $16, $17 book. So I'm going to take that, right? So thank you guys for everyone who has purchased from my links. I was able to get this book because of you, so I really appreciate that. And I grabbed Valor by John Gwynne. This is book number 2 in the Faithful and the Fallen series, and this is a series that I want to 100% just go ham on. I loved Malice, the first book, so much, and as soon as I finished that book and I got my gift card, I was like, I'm getting Valor because I just want this so bad. And I really do. I need to get started on this at some point here soon. But I loved the first book so much, and I'm excited to get into this one. Another one I picked up, this is, I don't know why I did this, guys. This is one of those situations where I'm going to buy a whole series without reading anything. I got book number 3 in the Dark Days Club series. So this is The Dark Day Deceit. This is by Alison Goodman. So I have this trilogy. There's 3 books. I have all 3 of them. Ask me if I've even read the first one. No. So why not get the 3rd one, right? I found it on sale. Like, fine. Just, why do I do that? I need to stop doing that. For real. But I bought it. It's here. It's fine. Another one that I found is A Heart in the Body of the World. Nope. A Heart in a Body in the World. I can never say this title, guys. This is by Deb Coletti. This one has been getting a lot of buzz and praise, definitely. This follows a girl who goes through something very traumatic, and the way she chooses to process that and deal with it is she runs from one coast to the other coast. Kind of like a Forrest Gump thing, like she's running. And as she's running, she's bringing awareness to the thing that happened to her and to other victims. So it's a whole thing. So I've heard really, really good things about this one. I have heard it's heartbreaking. I've heard it makes you cry. I'm not a big crier, so we'll see what actually happens for me with this one. But I do love this paperback cover, and beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that. I think it's gorgeous. So yeah. Another one that I grabbed is Girls Stop Apologizing. This is by Rachel Hollis. I haven't read Rachel Hollis's other book. It was what, Girl Wash Your Face, something like that. But this one appeals to me a little bit more. This is about embracing and achieving your goals. And that's something I'm really working on right now, is setting goals and meeting them and managing my time and being realistic about that and all that kind of thing. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm a big apologer. Apologer? Is that a word? I apologize a lot for things when I probably shouldn't. So Girls Stop Apologizing. And then I found out it was like goal oriented. I was like, whoa, okay, thank you. So I went ahead and picked it up because it just sounds like something that would definitely work for me. Okay, next one is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book in this series. I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy or if it's going to be longer than that. I'm not sure. I know the first 2 books are out, so I picked up the first one. And this is a young adult sci-fi, and it follows our main character. I think her name is Spensa, and she wants to be a pilot. However, her father was kind of labeled as a traitor, and so she has that stigma on her as well. So she's trying to prove herself, basically, like, I can do this, I'm good enough, you know, all that stuff. That's all I know about it, but I've seen a lot of people reading and really enjoying this book, and I want to read everything Brandon Sanderson writes, and I absolutely love his writing and want to get into more of his series and stuff. So grab this one. Another one that I grabbed is The Lost and Found Bookshop by Susan Wiggs. I have never read anything by Susan Wiggs, but like this cover has me written all over it. It's got books on the bottom, and it's a bookshop. Okay, so this follows our main character, Natalie, and she inherits a financially strapped bookshop in San Francisco from her grandfather. Her grandfather is getting up there. And so she goes up there, and she is determined basically to get up there, sell this bookshop, get it out of her hair, and then move on, right? But he stands in the way because he's still there, and he's refusing to sell, and he owns it outright. So she hasn't inherited it yet. He's still the owner and he refuses to sell it. So I think there's going to be some things going on in here that are explaining why, and seeing their relationship and all that stuff too. So it sounds cute. Okay, guys. So this last one here, I'm completely blaming Jess Owens for this one because she went on and on about this book and I was like, oh, I need it. And then I went and bought it. That is Fida Nostra. This is by Marina and Sergei Dyachenko. I probably butchered that. I apologize. See, I'm apologizing. Okay, so this one is a translated book. It says the definitive English language translation of the internationally best-selling Russian novel. So this is a dark fantasy. And again, it was originally published in Russia. And it's been translated into English now. And I think this is like a magical realism type thing where, well, it's a dark fantasy, but it's following this girl who goes to this school. And then while she's at school, things start happening and she starts getting contacted. And I think it's like a secret society type thing, but they are like telling her, you have to do these things or we are going to hurt your family members. And things actually start happening. So she's taking this very seriously. That's all I really know. Everyone who has read it has been very vague about it, which I guess I appreciate because I can go into this not really understanding or knowing what's going to be going on. But yeah, Jess completely just sold me on this 100%. So it's totally her fault. If you have not checked out Jess Owens' channel, I will leave her link down below. Make sure you go and do that. But yeah, so I bought it. And it's beautiful. Like, I love this cover. From what I'm understanding, this is either a trilogy or a series. But this is the only one that's translated so far. But I think book number 2 is in the works to be translated. So I think like that's going to be happening. So hopefully if I read this and really enjoy it, I'll be on the lookout for that. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. Hey guys, what did I say? What did I say in the beginning of this video? That I'm going to film this video and then I'm going to get another book in the mail. And guess what happened? I filmed that video and 2 days later, I got another book in the mail. I knew it was going to happen. Now, this is a book that I purchased, so I knew it was coming, but I did not expect to get it as soon as I did. So the fact that it came so early was actually a surprise to me. But I cannot wait until my April book haul to show you guys this because I'm actually going to unwrap it for you or unbox it for you. I don't know if anyone's going to know what this is. This is a very special opening experience. So this is a book that I saw on Chelsea Palmer's channel, and I will leave her link down below. If you guys are not watching Chelsea Palmer, you're missing out. Make sure you go check her out. She unboxed this, and I think she saw it on TikTok. I don't have TikTok, don't want it, but it was something that was going around. And so a lot of people have been purchasing this book because it is stunning. I haven't even opened this yet, but I know it's going to be stunning. And it is an adult fantasy book from what I'm understanding. Everything is very vague though. Like they are really good at keeping this mystery, keeping this book mysterious. And like, what's this about? No one really knows. I haven't seen a whole lot of people reviewing it yet, but people are buying it. And I'm one. I totally, like, they got me. Okay, so this book, let me read you the little, like, it comes in this really pretty box. And it says, every book is a promise, an invitation to the far away, to the unseen, the unknown, the untraveled. This is its gift. Welcome to the Octonummy. Yeah. If you've heard, then you've heard. Okay. So I'm going to open this. So it came like in a box and with this in it, nothing extra, just this. And you guys, look, it's so pretty. Like, geez, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Like whoever came up with this is genius. And I totally just like fell for it. So it has a sticker there and it's gold foiled. It is wrapped so pristinely. Like, I am not a good wrapper, you guys. Like, wrapping gifts, you think I'd probably be okay at that. I am not. Me being a crafter and a scrapbooker, I'm the worst gift wrapper ever. Okay, so it's coming off like a sleeve almost, so I'm trying not to rip it because I think I might want to keep the sticker intact. So, okay, let me see if I can get this better. Okay, so that came off. Okay, we're gonna do it together. You ready? Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't even. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You guys. This is stunning. Man, like I've seen it unboxed, but oh my gosh, in person, it doesn't even do it justice. Look at all that shine. Look at the spine. Oh my goodness. And the back, look, oh my gosh. So the back here says 4 our tomorrows are made of our yesterdays. Oh, I kind of like that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm like, and sprayed edges. Black. Oh my gosh. Okay. Inside. Yeah, whoever came up with this marketing is like a genius. And there's extras. Okay, let's see. Let's look through here first though, because you guys, look at that. Look at it. Oh my goodness. This is so stunning. Like wow, this is going to be an experience to read. All I know is that it's a fantasy. Like that's all I know. That's all I know about it. I'm not kidding. But it is, and it's hefty. Like she's a hefty book. I like it. Okay. So there's the book. What are these? This just says the Octonummy. It tells me, it gives you like on their website, there's a pronunciation. And so I'm pretty sure it's Octonummy. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? That looks like a school or something. I hope that's a school. Oh, please be a school. Because that would just tick all my boxes there. Okay, so, definitionaries. Look at that. Definitionaries. I forgot this came in here. So I think this is, yeah, these are definitions of the words in the book. How cool. Like, look. Like, there's literal definitions of, so there's going to be all sorts of hard words to say. That's fine. But at least it gives you this, and I can use this as a bookmark. That's cool. Oh, and then there's pronunciations as well. On the other side, if you turn it over, there's pronunciations without definitions. How neat. That is such a cool detail to include with a book, especially if you're going to have words in there that are hard to pronounce or hard to say, or you're not going to know what they mean. That is such a cool little thing to include with this book. You guys, this might be one of the most beautiful books I own. I love this. I will leave their website link down below. This did come from the UK, so be prepared to let it take a little bit of time to get to you. Mine actually came kind of more quickly than I thought it was going to take. I thought it was going to take 4 to 6 weeks, but it did not. It did not take that long. But man, I'm so intrigued by this. And I just, oh, it's so beautiful. I can't even, oh man, you guys. Okay. At some point I'm gonna have to read this so I can actually let you know what it's about, because no one's doing that. Okay. So just wanted to share that because there was no way I was waiting till April to open that. Not happening. Okay, let's go back. Okay, guys, that was too many. I've got to stop buying books. I don't know why I just went on like a little bit of a binge buying for March. I don't know why. Because, only a couple of these were gifts or sent to me by the publisher, only 4. And then all the rest of them was all me. So yeah, okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, guys, that is it for me today. Please let me know if you guys have read any of these books, what you thought, what should I pick up soon, all that good stuff. And I, again, will have all these linked down below if you guys are interested in any of them. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day.